what has been your major challenge and how do you ensure that the ladies are productive?
Good afternoon, everyone. So, most time this is just in our overt for this great gathering, and I must appreciate how for the opportunity to speak to everyone here today. All right, my name is Mrs. Grace Matthias. I'll just go straight to answering the question. The major challenge as a business owner, as someone who started her brand as a student, was money. Because the reason why, what inspired me to start my brand, what inspired me to practice culinary culture today, was because I was the first child in a family of 7 children. I lost my dad early, and then when I got admission into the university, I didn't have, sure, there was nobody to talk to, no uncle, nobody. My mom was just into the beauty trader. You can imagine that. So what inspired me to go into my brand was to fend for myself in school. God, who always take care of his own, make sure that he gave me ideas on ideas on ideas. I use social media handle to sell my brand, like to sell my market. I never had a physical store all through my 8 years in business. And as God will have it, I'm a graduate already today, and I'm standing strong, and I have a physical store here in the city of Calabar. I want to encourage everyone that feels down, if you want to start a brand, there's no one to look up to you, no one to hold your hand and show you the right thing to do. Pick up yourself. Social media has made it easy for everyone today to learn. You can learn anything online. Alright, my major challenge has been finance, but all I can say is that God has been faithful. There's a vision in the Bible that in Proverbs 22 verse 29 says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings and all men." So when I get a client work, I make sure I take my time, I put my best, I design. I don't get money and then I give you quantity. I give you quality so that when you get it, someone else will be like, when they ask, "Oh, who did this for you?" You surely refer people to me, and that has really helped me grow my brand. Then the second question is, how do I encourage the ladies I've taught to be productive? I encourage them to be productive in so many ways. I'll tell them, if you don't tell people what you do, they will not know. You might be in a compound where your neighbor, even if you finish learning how to bake now, and your neighbor is not aware that you can bake, they will not patronize you. So you have to let people, anyone you meet, wherever you go, make sure you let people know what you do, what you stand for, like make your brand name to come out. So I always encourage them to, when even in your church, make sure you tell people what you do, and they will always patronize. Even if they don't patronize immediately, don't give up. Keep telling people. Alright, so that's how I used to encourage them to also use social media and to grow their brands. I want to say something before I drop the mic. We have come here as girls, as ladies. After listening to everything the speakers and influencers have said, and you go back home without putting them into practice, it's just as if you didn't come to this event today. So when you go back home from here, you put on everything that you've heard in this program today into practice, alright? And then when you learn, as you hear today, you've heard, you've been empowered, and you've been renewed. Your mindset, everything has been renewed. So you walk towards your goals after today, alright? Because if you learn, you initiate progress. And when you take action, you solidify the progress, alright? And when you keep continuous learning, also sustain the progress. And the world is ruled by excellent doers. Thank you.